Hello and welcome again to Crochet with Curio. In this video we're going to put to use what we've already learnt in the previous videos and create a granny square. It's a really simple project for a beginner to do and uses only 2 stitches. That's the chain stitch and a treble crochet. For this project you're going to need at least 2 colours of double knit yarn and a 4mm hook. So I'm going to start with a lighter colour and we're going to create a slip knot and then chain 6. Now we've got our chain of 6, we want to turn this into a circle and we're going to go through the very end stitch and just slip stitch through. A slip stitch is yarn over and through both hoops. That's created a circle. Now we're not going to work into the chain, we're going to work into the circle itself, and we're going to do that by using trebles. So to get to our level we need to chain 3. Now remember, this acts as a false stitch and we're going to do groups of 3 trebles. So that's the first of our group of 3. So we're going to do the second one, yarn over through the centre of the loop, catch the yarn, bring it back, so with 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2, leaving 2 loops on our hook, and yarn over through the second one. So now we've got 2 stitches. We're going to do that again. So yarn over through the centre of the loop, catch the yarn, bring it back, so you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So that is going to be the first part of our side. Now to create a corner we're going to just simply chain 3 and then we're going to do another 3 trebles through the centre of the loop. So yarn over through the centre of the loop, catch the yarn, pull it back, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And we're going to repeat that. So once we've got 3 trebles, that makes our second side. So we need another corner. So another chain 3, and then to make the next side we're going to put 3 more trebles into the centre of the loop. Try to make sure that you keep the straggler out of the way. So when we've done the 3 trebles you can see we've got 3 sides and 2 corners. We need another corner, so we're going to chain 3 and put 3 more trebles into the centre of the loop. Now to finish the first round we need to add another corner, so we're simply going to chain 3. We're going to slip stitch into the top of the first stitch, which is actually a false treble, so it's the top of our original chain 3. So put the hook through, catch the yarn and pull it through both loops. So there we have our first round. Now to fasten this off we're going to simply yarn over and pull through. Using our snips we're going to cut off the first colour and pull the tail through and tight. So as you can see we now have a small square. So we're going to add another colour now for the next round. And to change colour we're going to simply create a slip knot and put it on our hook. Choosing any of the corner spaces we're going to put our hook through grab the working yarn and slip stitch. So in each corner space we're going to do 3 trebles, a corner and 3 trebles. So starting off in this corner, we'll chain up 3 to get to the right height, and of course that makes our first treble, and work 2 trebles into there. Now we need to create a corner, so we're chaining 3 and 3 more trebles back into that corner. So you can see it starting to build up. Now to get to the next corner we're going to chain 1 and then do 3 trebles into the chain space. So we'll now come to the next corner, so we're going to chain 3 and 3 more trebles into that chain space. So you can see it starting to build up nicely. To get over to the next corner we're simply going to chain 1 and we're going to do 3 trebles again into the next corner. We need to build upon this corner, so we're going to chain 3 and then we're going to do 3 more trebles into the corner. And then a chain to help us reach the next corner. So again, 3 trebles into this corner. We need to make a corner, so chain 3 and 3 trebles back into the same chain space. And finally, to reach the next corner, we need to chain 1 and we're going to slip stitch into the top of the chain that we've just created. And fasten off. So you can start to see the square taking shape quite nicely now. So for this round we're going to go back to the original colour. You can however use any colour of your choice, you don't have to keep it to 2 colours. And I'm going to show you a different way to fasten on. This time we're just hooking the yarn through the corner and tying a knot. Just make sure that you leave quite a long straggler, about 4 or 5 inches is enough. We're going to chain 3 to make a false treble, and then do 2 more trebles into this corner as before. Now to get around the corner we're going to chain 3 and do 3 more trebles back into the corner space. Now we're not going directly over to a corner, we're going to this middle space. So to get there we're going to chain 1 and we're going to put 3 trebles into the centre space. Now this isn't a corner, so we're only putting 3 trebles in here. And to get over to the corner space we're just going to chain 1. So it's the same again. In each corner we're going to put 3 trebles, a chain of 3 and 3 trebles. That's our 3 trebles. Chain 3 to make the corner. And 3 more trebles. Now to get to the centre chain space we're going to chain 1 and put 3 trebles in there. And then to get to the corner space we're going to chain 1 and the same again, 3 trebles, chain 3 and 3 trebles. So you can see the simple pattern emerging there. So every time we move to the next chain space we chain 1, and in the side chain spaces we only put 3 trebles. We move into a next chain space, so we chain 1 and we're back to a corner, so it's 3 trebles, chain 3 and 3 trebles. We've got to move over to another chain space, so chain 1 and it's the side piece, so we're just going to put 3 trebles in there. And chain 1 to take us back to the corner, and we're going to slip stitch into the top of the original chain 3 and fasten off. So once again we're going to change the colour to the second colour. Again, you can use any colour yarn you want. Some people think the more colourful the better. And we're going to do the next round, and we're going to fasten on the same way as we did last time with a simple knot. So chain 3 to make our first false treble, 2 more trebles to make our first group of 3, and then we're to the corner, so it's chain 3 and 3 more trebles into the same chain space. Now we need to move along to the next side, so chain 1, 3 trebles into the next chain space, to get to the next chain space we're going to chain 1 and 3 trebles in that one because it's just a side, and then chain 1 to get us back to the next corner. So it's 3 trebles, chain 3 to make the corner, and 3 trebles back into the chain space. To get us to the next chain space, we're going to chain 1, and because it's a side, it's simply 3 trebles in that space. And 3 trebles in there. And then chain 1 and fasten at the top of our chain 3 on the false treble. And fasten off. So that makes our first granny square. You don't have to finish there, however you can go as many rounds as you like. You could make a full-size blanket just carrying on this pattern, just remembering that in each corner it's 3 trebles, chain 3 and 3 trebles, then a chain to get to the next chain space, and each side just has 3 trebles in it. Now you may also notice that we've got a lot of stragglers that we need to weave in, and in the next video we'll show you how to do that.